Hey everybody, David Newton at DT Horror here with a top 20 of 2020 thread response, and this is the horror movies from the 80s edition. I've picked 20 movies. I don't own the physical copy of every one of these movies, but I have seen them, and I'm going to kick things off with number 20, and that is The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Ruby has decided to go back to the desert and do some motocrossing, and she runs into some of her old family members. Great movie, and number 20 for me. Number 19 is Hellraiser from 1987. I remember being 10 years old and seeing this movie, and it was very gory, lots of blood, but there was also some gratuitous nudity, which was prevalent in the 80s horror movies, so for a 10-year-old. Coming in at number 18, we have House. This came out in 1985. I remember this one having a lot of the TV sitcom actors in it. You had William Catt from The Greatest American Hero, George Wendt from Cheers, Richard Moll from Night Court as Big Ben. Still a good movie though. I haven't seen it in a very long time, and definitely one I need to go back and check out. Coming in at number 17, probably the grossest movie I remember seeing in the 80s, and that would have to be The Fly from 1987. I'm sorry, 86. To this day, I can't eat food that a fly has landed on. I don't do well at picnics. It's just, ugh.
Oh. That's disgusting.
Gross. Number 16, we have Sleepaway Camp from 1983. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but the ending kind of leaves you hanging, scratching your head. Coming in at number 15, we have Near Dark from 1987, and this is the first of kind of my vampire groupings. Great movie with a very young Bill Paxton. Kind of a western, neo-western movie. Coming in at number 14, we have Fright Night from 1985. Horror comedy with, what's his name? Chris Sarandon and Marcy from Married with Children. Next up, we have one of my favorite vampire movies, The Lost Boys, with Kiefer Sutherland and Corey's. Great movie. Coming in at number 12, this is the first in my Stephen King movies, Pet Sematary. This movie was a little disturbing. I wasn't so much scared of Gage in church so much. It was more of, I think his name was Victor and Zelda. Those two characters were more scary to me than Church and Gage, but very good movie. Number 11 from 1984, we have Children of the Corn, another great movie based on Stephen King. And 1980s The Shining, excellent movie, Jack Nicholson, classic. I can watch this over and over and over and never tire of it. Just one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations. I know King hated this movie, but you can't argue it. It's a great film from Stanley Kubrick. Also from Stephen King, and the first in my werewolf grouping, Silver Bullet from 1985. I've got some notes over here. Another movie with Corey Haim, and this one also stars Gary Busey. Just a fantastic movie. Just goes to show you can never trust anyone, even clergy.
Yeah.
All right, next in the werewolf grouping, we have The Howling from 1981. Some great transition effects from human to werewolf, but the king of them all has to go to An American Werewolf in London, also from 1981. Awesome movie. Again, kind of a comedy horror, but that transition from human to werewolf is just awesome. Classic. It was so awesome that it inspired Michael Jackson to do the Thriller video. So, all right, coming in at number 6, we have Poltergeist. Probably a major contributor to a lot of people's fear of clowns. Excellent movie. Speaking of toys coming to life, we have Child's Play. I really enjoyed parts 1 and 2. I did not like anything after that. I didn't enjoy as much, I should say. But Child's Play 1 and part 2 were some great movies. Speaking of things coming to life, or should I say back to life, we have Return of the Living Dead. This movie bothered me not so much because of the zombies and stuff, but it was more because the movie is set in Louisville, Kentucky, and I grew up about an hour and 15-hour-and-a-half away from Louisville in Winchester, Kentucky. So the thought of some plant releasing gases and reanimating the dead was kind of bothersome to me. All right, coming in at number 3, we have Friday the 13th, Part 3. This was the first movie where we get Jason in the hockey mask that we have all known to come and love. Halloween 2. Great movie. We get Michael back, Dr. Loomis back, and Laurie Strode, and there are way more kills in this movie, so Halloween 2. And the one that kind of started it all for me, I was 7, A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the Freddy that I loved when he was still kind of in the shadows and kind of lurking, and you just kind of, you don't get all the comedy and the comedic one-liners that you get from like 3 onward. This is what kind of started my love of horror. So Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, that's gonna do it for my list. Hope you enjoyed that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I do invite you to please click the subscribe button, and until next time, take care.